Hello everybody, Astocky here, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of the complete Yogscast pack. In this episode, I am going to be starting off by making something that I should have made quite a while ago, and that is a force flask. And mainly because glass bottles, force flask, mainly because these do some really cool things. Now the first thing that they do that's really cool is they allow you to pick up and move animals. So we left click and we now have a piggy in a bottle, and then we right click and we place the piggy down. Clearly I don't need to move my pigs. Had I needed to have moved my pigs I could have, but I don't. But they do allow you to do that, which is pretty cool. I don't know when it's going to come in really handy to be able to do that. I know, for example, if you have a whole lot of cows that are miles away from your base and you want to move them closer, well, you can. And that's what I'm going to do right now, because having the cows all the way away from my base is a bit annoying, and I have all this land just here, so I'm going to prefab myself a cow pit. So we're going to end up with the world's best cow pit right here, and it's going to be nice and close, and everything is going to be awesome. And we're even going to go under a little bit to make a nice shelter. Thinking that if I leave a bit of dirt in the corner here, that's probably going to make it look better. Now they have a little bit of an under area where they can, feel safe and that kind of stuff. Be, sheltered from the elements. So we'll run back over, run. And there is a reason why I'm doing this, in case you wonder. And I'll get to that in a minute. See, so you can fill flasks of milk. You can also fill flasks of cow. So I'm going to just, for now anyway, fill flasks of cow. But yeah, the main reason I did that is because I wanted milk. So I now have 3 bottled cows. And I'm not entirely sure why, but it always seems to do the first one separately. Getting just a fraction of console spam in the background at the moment. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. Oh, sorry, right mouse button that is. There's my 3 cows. And now we can right click and get some milk. Some more milk. And otherwise it's just, just like buckets. But this is useful because this will allow me to create another type of engine. And I'm pretty sure I can plug this engine into whatever I want. So it is one of these, a force engine. So it requires 2 force gears and 3 force ingots. So that is our 11 force ingots I need. So let's take all these nuggets and then see how many we'll have left at the end. So we've now got 8. So I need 3 more. Well, luckily for me, that would be 3 silver in a carpenter. Are you making? You're needing power, aren't you? Yes, you are. Not a problem. Applying power. And done. Power off. I'm still a little bummed that this compression dynamo didn't work. but I will totally find some liquid fuel for that eventually. Oh yeah, I actually need my ingots. So there's my 11 ingots, and I'm going to need some wood. I'm just going to use rubber wood because it doesn't have a huge amount of other uses to me. I've got my cobblestone, my piece of iron, my piece of redstone, my piece of glass. I think that should be everything. So we want 3 wooden planks. Oh, and we make a piston. Then we want cobblestone gears. Beautiful things. Then we want force gears. So 2 force gears, standard Buildcraft type recipe, and we now have a force engine. Now this engine, I'm confident, no, it won't connect up to that Mine Factory Reloaded setup. Mine Factory Reloaded, sorry, it will not connect directly to this. I wonder if it'll connect directly to, no. Actually, no, I probably need a Buildcraft wrench, because I don't think crescent hammers work. Whoa. Wrench. Engineer's Toolbox, Forestry Wrench, Enhanced Portals Wrench, Ender IO Wrench, Buildcraft Wrench. Stone Gear and 3 iron. Let's test that out. It's been a long time since I made one of these. No, Stone Gear, that means... good old gears. How I hate thee. No. It does not turn to connect to that. Just make sure I've got it working though. Yes, it will connect straight to that, okay. So what I'm thinking is I need a Buildcraft machine now to power with this. Don't know what to use. Let's, for now, let's just break that lever for now. Put the lever here. Now the way this works is you put your liquid force in, and it now has liquid force, and now we come over here and we turn it on, and you can see it's now producing 4 meg Minecraft joules per tick. So we'll turn that back off because it takes multipliers. Now your standard multiplier is water, which gives you throttling of 2. But if we use milk, you can see that we will now have a throttle of 2.5, so 10 Minecraft joules per tick. And you know, buckets of force aren't super difficult to actually get a hold of, because you can see we've got quite a lot there, and we get them from these logs. So basically what my plan is to just use up these 2 buckets that I have here. So you can see I'm hardly using any liquid force. Milk's going fairly quickly, and my plan basically is to get enough liquid force to be able to fill buckets to power a good Buildcraft machine. And that good Buildcraft machine I'm going to power is a refinery. Let's just go for a standard refinery. So I need a diamond gear. Precious. So it means I need 4 diamond, 4 gold, 4 iron. Wow, I really wish there was a quick way to do this. You and you, and then once I do this, I will then have, in a rather long-winded way, the fuel that I will need to power my super fantastic combustion engine. Like I said, I've gone a rather long-winded way about doing it, but in the end I don't think it matters as long as I achieve the desired standard. It's nighttime. As long as I achieve the desired standard, which is I have the fuel and I can put in this and demonstrate that this works, I think I'll be doing well. Oh, you are now full. Okay. Here. Didn't think this through entirely. Do I have a stick on me? No. Now I do. Stick, cobblestone. Not totally sure what's going to happen here. We're going to test this out. Ah, there we go, perfect. Pumping the liquid force out. So once again, this is absolutely chockers. This thing here is now full as well. That thing there is still squeezing like crazy. So I will have to infuse some more buckets and different things later. Yeah, I don't like the fact that that's there. It's pretty ugly, but it's only here just until this force engine finishes doing its thing. So now we need to fill some buckets. Maybe if I just fill that sword as well. That'll probably use 11 or 12 buckets. Probably be good to plumb this into that as well. But I think it's a little late for that now. How are my swords and things doing? Sorry, my axes and things. They were pretty good. Well, at least I used a lot of my liquid force. So you're pretty much near full capacity all the time, so you're producing way more power than we need. And you've used a third of a bucket. I know there's a thing called a force wrench. There you go, force wrench. So it's a force gear and 3 force ingots. Gonna need some more silver. So that's gonna make me 6. I need 7. That'll have to do. You've run out, haven't you? Okay. More force logs. Can never, I guess, never use too much force power. Uh-oh. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Stuck my bucket in the wrong slot. Never mind. Pretty common problem, as I understand. Okay, 9 ingots. Force wrench, so we need more sticks. Okay. Stick. Cobble. Force gear. force wrench. At least I find I can't infuse that. Okay. Looks like I'm going to have to press F for force and stick it in one bucket at a time. That's a little bit on the painful side. Whoa. Yeah, I got no idea what that's doing. Yeah, I got no idea. Not important. Has ceased to be important to me. Oh my goodness, so much still left. But now we should be able to go Shift and right click, and we pick that puppy up. So now we can very quickly turn that on. Turn that off. Put the logs back in. Whatever, they're gonna have to stop like that. How are we doing for power over here? Still mostly full, that's okay. Need my bucket of force back. So complicated. So now back to this Buildcraft refinery that I was building. I got totally distracted. I think I needed 3 lots of tanks. Yes, I do. So that's 24 pieces of glass. Wouldn't you know it? Wonder if this will work. Yes, and I get 1 experience for each of them. I tell you what I will do while I'm waiting for that, because that's going to take some time. Whoops. Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Got to stop throwing my force on the ground. Make lots of sticks. Do you all have to be in the center? Okay. And now I'm going to demonstrate the purpose of building this thing that I built over here before. And put you away and you away and you away for now. Chuck my flasks away. Sort my inventory. Don't want to carry a whole lot of ingots with me. I think that will work just nicely. So over here now, what we should be able to do, now that these are all completely white, we should stand a pretty good chance of getting a great deal of string out of this. And basically that's the whole purpose of it. You basically just grow some trees when you have a whole lot of saplings left over, and you get, well, I'll probably get, yeah, you can see I've got 4 silkworms already, so I'll get more silkworms to make it a self-sustaining type farm. You have to be careful though, because you no longer get sapling drops. At least, I will check in a moment, but I believe, yeah, you no longer get sapling drops. But I've got 27 string already. So if you didn't have a sheep farm that you could pulverize into string, this would be a very useful thing. And as you can see, the decaying doesn't actually help you. The decaying doesn't drop because it just sees them as a normal tree leaf, so yeah, the decaying doesn't work. The only thing that actually works and is any real use to you is breaking them with the crook. And the crook is not particularly expensive, so let's not go crazy. How are we doing for power? Plenty of power. Another 150,000 on the way. Plenty of time for barium metallies. Okay. 24 glass. Now, as long as I did this correctly, I should have everything that I need. Ah, beautiful. Although I guess, having said now that I've got everything that I need, I'm still missing something. I know I have enough of that. I was going to say I'm still missing something rather critical, but I can sort that out. But I will need to set this up. So I think not wanting to set things up downstairs on the floor. Don't have a great deal of room here. I think this will work though. So we've got tank, wooden pipe pulling out of it, to another pipe, to refinery, to wooden pipe pulling out of it, to tank. In fact, let's just change that around slightly. So tank, no, we just come on, we just discussed this. Tank, refinery, tank. That way we can place at the front this force engine and have easier access to it. And see, it's still got the liquid force in it. It lost the milk, but I think I can probably live with losing the milk. Rotate those around. Can stick my lever just there. I am going to need to get some more cow's milk though. But before I do that, something that I'm going to need to get to the next phase of Dartcraft is a force flask. Not just a force flask though, because you have a way of trapping mobs in a force flask, but the problem is typically it won't work because mobs resist. Especially these little ones. They all just resist. They resist like crazy. Ah, no more zombies. But it's that particular mob that I'm looking for. Because I believe... Darn it! I pushed the wrong button. Okay. That's the mob that I need, but I need to left click instead of right clicking. So I'm just going to run around for a little while I hopefully heal up a bit. And until I find another one. Seeing zombies absolutely everywhere. And a number of angry ones. And a cow with a hat. Another zombie. So many zombies. Oh, skeletons. Don't really want to mess with them. Skeleton in blue armor. Don't want to mess with him. I don't think I can catch a blue creeper and get the same effect, but we can try. No. Not the same effect. gonna find a creeper. Gonna get attacked by spiders. Creeper. Okay. Found him. Okay. Okay. Definitely doing something wrong. Not happy with the fact that I'm doing something wrong there, so time to sleep through the night. Awesome. Monsters. Sometimes I genuinely hate this game. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and off camera I'm going to work out what I'm doing wrong, and I'm also going to set up the piping and the redstone engines that I need for this to work. So, I will see you guys, and I'm sure it'll be morning by then, so back soon. Okay guys, I just realized something that I wanted to do before but didn't get around to doing. I was showing you guys opaque pipes, and the way they work is instead of using the hardened glass in the center, you just use a lead ingot, and that gives you opaque fluid ducts. And my understanding is that these should work just as well as Buildcraft pipes. All I need to do is just supply power to them, and they will, pull out of the tank that I need them to. So what I should be able to do is place this lever, engine starts, do the same thing with another one here. So that should pull out of this tank straight away, put into here. As soon as this is full, we should run this engine. It should start pumping, making power. It should come over here. The only real difference is you can't see what liquid's in them, but clearly I didn't have to make an induction smelter, so that would have been a much better lower tier type device to use. All I need to do now is confirm that it does actually work, and that of course it's going to take some effort because I don't really know what I'm doing. And the whole, there's mobs everywhere, I can't sleep. Oh, I can sleep, sweet. Yep, so like I said, I'm going to pause the video, going to get everything set up. I'm even going to try and find some fuel, just get a bucket of fuel that I can bring up and stick in there to demonstrate. And we will work out what I'm doing wrong, unless of course, no, that doesn't work. And what happens if you pulverize? There's going to be like a heap of different glass things here, but I'm looking for that one, Darkcraft glass powder. So I need to force grind. You know what? This might be just an easier way to do it. We want to place in there a core and make it a core of grinding. Yeah, this is going to be even quicker. Boom. We now have a Darkcraft core of grinding. We now need force ingots, 3 of. I have 2. What a pain in the backside. Please make more. Disorganized shambles. Totally need to clean my inventory up. Okay. So I've got 3 of you now. We need a furnace. Then I need 2 pieces of iron. Stop turning the chests. So 1 furnace, 2 pieces of iron, plus those 3 gives me a white one. Now I'm going to place you here. So I want you to go into that same chest. And then I'm going to put in the core of grinding. I'm going to put in this force flask. Uh-oh. So that produces sand, so that actually does work. But you can't go in there. Okay, so that was a waste. So what did I actually what was it made in? I don't understand. Pickaxe? Do I need to... Do I need to throw you on the ground? Oh man, I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm going to have to check the wiki. I'm going to be back, and hopefully I'll be back in sufficient time to make this work in this episode. Back soon. Okay guys, welcome back. I think I have a solution. I don't know whether it's a good one or not. You get a force pickaxe. So I've just made a fresh force pickaxe, which was 3 force ingots and 2 force sticks. And you infuse it with a flint, which gives it the grinding ability. So it's now a grinding thing. Okay, didn't work. That stinks. But while I'm demonstrating, I will show you what the grinding ability actually does. So if we place down an ore and we hit it with the grinding pick, it grinds it up into 2 powders. So it's kind of like running it through a machine at the same time. Also drop some lead powder. The advantage is when you put these 4 together, you get a chunk. And when you cook the chunk, we will see, look, there's no silver in here. Do we get experience? We got 5 silver ingots. So you're actually getting 2.5 out for every 1 instead, basically. It turns it into factorization materials. Yeah, I'm probably going to change that because I don't. It's not like I have a particular preference for one way or the other, but I would rather have all things the same kind. I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably going to turn it all into force ingots anyway, and then it really honestly won't matter. Lead is going to be the only issue, because I hate just having one of a kind by itself like that. But it turns out what I need to do is get a creeper really low on health by hitting it and whacking it and hurting it. And then after it's really low on health, I need to attempt to bottle it. That's what I believe to be how this needs to work. So let's... what do we got in our pack? I do want to keep that one. I don't really need that. Okay, so... inventory sorting time. Off-camera inventory sorting time, and I will come back when it's time to creeper hunt. Back soon. Okay guys, found a creeper. Not sure how this is going to go. Just got shot in the butt. So my general feeling is it's not going to go that well. I believe I've half killed that creeper though. If I can get that spider. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Just need to find you. Okay, there he is. Down to 12. I have a plan. Five, six, seven, eight. Okay, Creeper, 1 health. Ah, got him. Excellent! Excellent! Ha! Ha! It worked! So yes, you need to get a creeper down to half a heart of health, which is the same as 1 point of health, and then you need to blow him up, which he does by himself automatically as soon as you bottle him, because he's like, hey, I don't want to be here. And then he goes boom, and then things happen. And now that I have the glass powder, there's actually an ability you can add to a force sword using the glass powder that makes that easier in the future, because it basically adds the power to really quickly wound things without killing them, and that's cool. But for now anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Although, one more quick thing that I may as well show you is now that I have this grinding here, I can throw my silver ore in, and it will grind it up and it will produce the same as it would produce if I hit it with the pick. So we watch that happen. Whoop. We come in here and see we have 2 silver and 1 lead. And I don't know if we'll always get 1 lead out each time. That's kind of pretty good if we do. But that can be a useful way to, yeah, it seems to be. So that can be quite a useful way to actually increase your ore output. And it's a bit more efficient than using this system, although it's less fuel efficient. Because like I said, once I get this to 8, that will actually give me 10 ingots. So yeah, it's slightly better, not quite up with Factorization's 3 per ore, but it's also way less effort. And huge fan of less effort. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. I promise at the start of the next episode I will have some oil in this tank and it'll be ready to go. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for persevering and bearing with me. Astocky out.